Previously on Sailing Bohemia, we enjoyed the lovely weather and surroundings in two harbours on Catalina Island. We were chased away to the mainland by the notorious Santa Ana winds, and we used the time in San Pedro to catch up on boat chores and explore the town.
So today we are leaving San Pedro. We've been in San Pedro for 4 days. We had a great time, but I'm so pleased we are leaving because the Los Angeles fires have really affected the entire area. So for the last day and a half we've been breathing the smoke quite heavily. You can't really see much anywhere. It's quite hazy. So the Santa Ana winds has finished, or they're just kind of dying out right now, and we are heading to Avalon. So we're really happy about that.
We love Avalon. Can't wait to be back on Catalina. Nice pit stop, but I think we're ready for island life again.
Definitely. It's been really good to be in a marina for the 4 days. So we cracked on with certain repairs. We reprovisioned as well. There's a lovely lighthouse. We reprovisioned and washed the boat. The boat was absolutely filthy, but actually it's really nice to be heading out, and it's nice to be at sea again.
After 4 days of too much wind, we really struggled to find enough to keep our sails filled for the return journey to Catalina, and reluctantly started the engine. Arriving from the wind tunnel that is the San Francisco Bay, it'll take us a while to get used to calm days like these in the Southern California waters. So just coming into Avalon on Catalina Island, we're about 5 miles out, and the air is already starting to clear. It's so much nicer. You can see in the distance there's a haze of nice, lovely white clouds just over the island. On the mainland behind me, it's just smoky and yellow and nasty. So I think it's actually got a bit worse since we left. So very glad to be getting out of it. It's been quite a strange experience for both of us, being in the Santa Ana conditions and experiencing the Santa Ana winds for the first time. The first thing we noticed was last night when we went to tighten up the lines in the marina, and they were like cast out of stone or something. Look at this. This is our dock line from last night, and this is where it was wrapped around the cleat. And it's almost like some piece of modern art at the moment. So this is the salt water. The lines were relatively damp just in the regular humidity before, and then the wind shifted. As soon as the Santa Anas came in from the northeast, the humidity drops from about 50, 60 down to 20 in a matter of hours. So this is what's causing all the wildfires, is all the forests and the forest floor drying out, but it's had the same effect on our dock line. It's super dry, and it's just like as hard as a rock right now. On Harbour Patrol, this is Bohemia on 1-2, over.
Avalon Harbor, go ahead. Just stand by out front of the mooring. We'll get to you as soon as we can.
That's great, thank you. Standing by on 12. The moorings in Avalon are run very efficiently. You are met at the harbour entrance by a patrol boat who takes your details and assigns a buoy for your stay. Then, it's just a matter of navigating the tightly packed mooring field and securing your boat. The moorings here are bow and stern, with a floating pendant at the bow. The idea is to pick up the pendant, which is attached to the bow line, before taking the weighted connection line and walking it to the back of the boat to pull up the stern line. Sounds simple, right? We just washed the boat in San Pedro. The mooring put up a bit more of a fight than we were expecting. It's super muddy. I don't remember it being muddy last time. And the wind kicked in and pulled us away, so I hurriedly wrapped it around the winch, and of course I wrapped it the wrong way. Oh, it's a mess.
So we are in. Not a bad view behind us, hey?
It's the yacht club. I don't think they're going to let us in.
No, they won't let us in.
Avalon is the capital city of Catalina, with a population of 4,000. The thoughtfully placed white buildings with terracotta roofs and the palm tree-lined beachfront promenade give the town a Mediterranean feel. Catalina is a privately owned island bought by chewing gum magnate William Wrigley Jr. in 1919. Wrigley Jr. transformed Avalon into a luxurious island resort. The city became a popular getaway for the stars of Hollywood's booming film industry. The island was also used as a backdrop for dozens of films. Notably, a western called The Vanishing American saw 14 bison let loose after filming, and there are now 150 wild bison roaming the island today. Entertainment in Avalon is centered around the grand Art Deco-inspired casino building. To our surprise, there's no gambling inside, but an early cinema which inspired the acoustics of Radio City Music Hall in New York, and a grand ballroom on the upper level with an enormous dance floor that can accommodate 3,000 dancers. For us, it's easy to see the appeal of the town's peaceful vibe, clear blue waters and sense of detachment from the hustle and bustle of the mainland. We'll be very sorry to leave Avalon and Catalina Island behind us as our travels take us further south. We took a quick ride into town to get some supplies for the evening. Place your bets on who will be carrying that backpack on the way back.
It won't be me. We're really happy with the location where they've put us in the harbour, because the boat is right there. Is he there?
It's right there, right on
right
your.
there.
You just jabbed it with your finger.
Marvellous. So it's really short hop ashore. So we're going to do some provisioning now, get some food, get some wine. I haven't had wine for a long time.
So everybody gets around in Avalon with golf buggies, little golf carts. It's quite cute. Very few cars on the island, and if you're just getting around town, I guess it serves all your needs. Really cool. You can even rent them. All right, I found my perfect golf cart, the Golf Hummer. How about that? We brought the smallest dinghy to the party. Small but perfectly formed.
It's what you do with it.
At 7 feet and 7 inches with its 2.5 horsepower outboard engine, our dinghy is usually the smallest and slowest in any harbour. But today, I was determined to see if I could make it plain.
The hooligan of the harbour, making waves. So how did you plane?
First time on a plane. It felt so different. Really cool.
What has changed?
Well, it's got a little bit lighter.
Well, because I'm not in it.
And that seemed to have made all the difference. Since the yacht club behind us wouldn't have us, we decided happy hour had to start on Bohemia. 5 o'clock somewhere, huh? There it is.
Is it 5 or 4?
I think it's 4. I didn't get around to the clocks went forward. I didn't go around to adjusting them yet, so it counts as 5 because half of our clocks in there are saying 5.
It's slippery slope living on a boat. 1,
Don't count.
2. Oh, it's only 2.
I lost track. Lovely G&T there. Is it not G&T? What is it? You look horrified.
You don't even know what you're drinking now.
Well, I thought it was a G&T with a lot of lime in it, but...
It's dark and stormy.
Is it? Well, what's it? You've watered down the ginger beer. Okay, after taking such offence at me not being able to know what I was drinking,
There was no rum in it.
Barman has just now come back
It's a teeny tiny problem.
and found the issue. How is it?
Oh, this is too strong.
Cut! Casino Point in Avalon is a world-class dive park with just a few short steps to take you down into the underwater wonderland. For divers, there are several wrecks to visit, but we were really amazed at the marine life we could admire with only our snorkeling gear on the surface.
So that was pretty cool.
Amazing, there's so much to see down there and the fish are so tame. They just come up to you. I guess they're used to being fed or something.
Definitely. I mean, we're pretty new to snorkeling. We haven't really snorkeled much before, but it's definitely something we want to get into more. And there was some pretty big fish looking very hungry at me. I was like, I don't have any food. Anyway, really good.
Amazing, fantastic spot, I really loved it.
So pleased we came here.
Next time on Sailing Bohemia, we say a reluctant goodbye to Avalon and set sail for Los Angeles. On the way, we find out whether Peter's spinnaker repair was up to the job and encounter a pod of dolphins in the crystal clear water. We arrive in Marina del Rey and check out the sights of nearby Venice Beach. If you enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment and subscribe. See you next time!